longer in there again.
Oh,
That's fine.
you're not? I see you in here.
No, I'm at lobby.
Oh, well, sorry. That's unfortunate. Alright, that's weird.
As long as it doesn't screw up the loading.
Anyways, alright, we lost our co-caster. Fitz is gonna be sitting this one out, I guess. Wurgl says I'm pro enough to cast alone. It's okay. So, HolyHammer, anyways, going for double Termagants. Fitz, you can watch on the stream and tell me everything I'm missing, I guess. It's only a 5-second delay. But you can help commentate at least on the overall match. But HolyHammer getting some Spore Mines and 2 Termagants. Wurgl going with second Guardian and now some Banshees as well. A nice looking Destructor on the center point there. And now the Warlock's harassing these Spore Mines. Guardians firing on them, but they're going to have to fall back, trying to fall back to the support of the other Guardians, hopefully negating these Spore Mines here. They're caught right between both squads. And in the meantime, the Warlock fleet-of-footing all over the place, just causing some disruption. That's really, when you see all the good Warlock players play, that's what they do, is they just use their Warlocks to just kind of run around and harass everything. In the meantime, Lictor flesh-hooked a Banshee out, fell back, and Termagant's getting upgraded with Toxin Sacks. Warlock getting forced off the field by those double Termagants right now, and the Banshees aren't going to be able to engage that at all either, of course, because of those Venom stacks. But right now, Hammer putting the pressure on Wurgl already, decapping both of his natural powers. Wurgl hasn't been able to get up either of his power nodes right yet. In the meantime, Holy already has 2 generators going up. So that might be tricky with Holy getting the power advantage already. Nice looking retreat grenade, not quite connecting with the full squad. Got a few Hormigons though. And 2 Termas hanging out in the center right now. Lictor sneaking around as always, probably going to try to pick off some of these Guardians. They're up here by themselves. I'm not sure if we'll see some Rangers come on the field to try to control that Lictor, or whether we'll see some Shuriken Cannons. I feel like this map is pretty good for Shuriken Cannons because you can just kind of lock down the central area here since they're so close to your base you really don't have to worry about losing much. Warlock's still trying to harass these Termagants, getting engaged in melee. They dropped one of the Venom shots already. There goes the second, but the second squad is still engaged already. Nice looking special attack. In the meantime, up top, a grenade went down on that Lictor. And I don't think the second grenade has recharged yet. It's still on cooldown. 16, 15 HP, but the Hormigons come in and save his butt. And the Warlock also very low here. Both players just using their heroes to try to harass the range armies of their opposing players there. Power node finally going up. And Ravener's coming on the field. Raveners, yes, this time for HolyHammer. And I see I got that right. I knew the icon. I didn't even confuse them for warriors. So right now, Holy has the VP advantage, has the map control and tech advantage as well. So putting up the energy shields, these invaluable energy shields, best cover in the game right there. No Hive Tyrant on the field to stomp over them either, so really should try to make maximum use of those. I feel like in so many games there's either Stompy Heroes or Sentinels these days to negate those energy shields. These Banshees are not where they want to be right now. Those two Termagants and the Raveners. Oh, they retreat just in time, but they do lose a model to the Flesh Hook. In the meantime, we've got Hormagaunts up here again. Nice looking grenade. Taking out the majority of that squad. They didn't even have to retreat right there. This Guardian squad actually might have been able to move into position to finish those off, but more concerned with grabbing that VP right now. But of course, Wurgl's power farm is under duress. Nice looking Destructor right there. And Shuriken Cannon coming onto the field. So Banshee's charging in, dropping their battle scream, and suppressing everything. Nice use of suppression with the grenade, but the Termagants actually kind of just made a little circle around that grenade and only lost a single model. Meanwhile, Shuriken Cannon hopping into that building, hoping to defend this power a little bit. But I think those Termagants will be able to stay out of range. Oh, no, actually, I was mistaken. Both of them in range, trying to take out that last generator. The Lictor does decap that full power farm. That's going to be unfortunate for Wurgl indeed. And again, Holy's been using these Hormagaunts very well, just constantly harassing back here. Guardian's not quite getting that grenade off this time. Here goes the retreat grenade. It's going to be a second. Oh, nice looking grenade. Every time those Hormagaunts have managed to go in and get some decapping, they have taken quite a few losses there. Wurgl's trying to get that second power farm up, but after losing the first, the Warlock's getting himself his Merciless Witchblade, which of course drains enemy on strike and just does some brutal damage. Nice looking Destructor on that Termagant pile. And Wurgl's probably just going to have to build some power up top here when he gets the opportunity, because it doesn't look like he's getting that lower farm back at all. Termagants repositioned so they weren't under fire from that Shuriken while it was garrisoned up. But it has now come out and laying in to those Termagants, as we can see right here. Unfortunately, HolyHammer is going to be climbing into Tier 2 long before Wurgl. Oh, wow, and a Flesh Hook knocking over that energy shield and doing some damage right there. Now, with Tyranid, you don't generally have to worry as much about getting to Tier 2 after them. They don't have a quick vehicle they bring onto the field. There's no quick transport or walker, anything like that, really. The worst thing you gotta worry about would be like a Tyrant Guard, and that's really more of like a control mechanism than a damage dealer. So, looks like Wurgl's finally gonna be able to get some VPs off of Hammer's score here. That Warlock's gonna have to get out of there, though. Banshee's coming in to support this Shuriken Cannon. And you can see Wurgl's been using these energy shields to kind of protect his Guardians while he keeps VPs here. So Lictor falling under fire, falling back. HolyHammer is almost Tier 2. Wurgl still hasn't built his... he's sitting on so much wreck, I'm not sure what he's waiting for to build his power up and try to catch back up here. And Lictor just hanging around, trying to wait the longest possible to just get that last Flesh Hook in there. And the Raveners are getting upgraded with those Corrosive Devourers, which are going to make short work of all this Eldar infantry. Nice suppression, and Banshees, looks like Swift Movement was popped right there. But those Banshees are pretty low. They're going to have to be very careful. Of course, all the range power and the second squad of Raveners is over here. Perfect grenade on those Raveners. Oh, man! spot on, forced the retreat. But that Warlock has again just been charging in to all these Termagants right here. Spore Mines coming on the field. Nice call in by the Lictor. And suppressing all of these Guardians right now and forcing them back as well. Wurgl finally builds those power generators. A bit too late, though. Not too far from tier 2, so not a big deal. Oh, and dropping the 3 over here as well. He just finally realized how much wreck he did have sitting in the bank right there. Spore Mine sneaking around the corner right there. The Shuriken does spot him and will be able to take him out before they... Oh! The last one does go off. I spoke too soon. No big deal. But yeah, 427 to 343. Of course, you can see on the scoreboard it's 1-1 right now, so the winner of this match will be advancing. Loser goes into the loser's bracket. This is a double elimination tournament. And let's see if we see a grenade from these Guardians. It doesn't look like Wurgl's paying attention. Oh, there he goes. He fleets a foot out of there. In the meantime, we've got an engagement in the center. And oh man, these Guardians getting annihilated. And down they go. I'm not sure what they were doing up there. Oh, wow. Look at that ranged fire go down there. My goodness. That Warlock got flesh hook and then just torn asunder by all that ranged fire. Wurgl a bit disappointed. He was probably trying to cast Destructor and his Warlock didn't retreat right there. The Shuriken cannon is facing center. I'm not sure if he realizes that. There he goes. Facing it the other way now. Oh, a Colin coming down combined with the Burrow Strike. I'm not sure if that's Spore Mines or Rippers. That is Rippers coming down, and this generator farm once again is going to fall. So Wurgl repurchases Warlock, purchasing some Warp Throw gear as well. But ultimately isn't going to have anything to deal with this mid right now. Nothing that's going to stand up against that range fire. So Ripper's charging in against that Shuriken platform. Looks like they will be able to engage it. In the meantime, both Ravener squads get forced off right there. HolyHammer sitting on all kinds of resource right now. I'm not sure if he's waiting to go tier 3 or what. Oh, there he goes right now. And I'm not sure what Wurgl's saving up for. Possibly a Wraith Lord at this point. They only cost 100 power now. That was one of the big changes in this patch, is that all of the walkers were made cheaper. And of course, Lictor flesh hooks that Banshee Exarch right there and takes her right off of the map. Those Banshees not quite behind that energy shield. They needed to kind of tuck in around that right side of the VP right there. 269 to 427. Wurgl on quite a VP disadvantage here, and tech as well, of course. Oh man, a nice looking Destructor shredding those Rippers. They do actually regen pretty quickly, so if they can just stay out of fire for a little bit, they won't be doing too bad. They will be able to engage the Shuriken and allow these Raveners to open up on the Guardians and the Shuriken itself. Oh no, the Shuriken might be... Oh, it does go down. Warp Throw going off, pulling all those Raveners into the Banshees. But at the cost of the Shuriken. Not quite worth it at all. Nice looking grenade going down. Those Banshees still taking tons of range fire. Engaging one out of those 3 range squads just isn't cutting it. It's still way too much damage to take. And there's the GG from Wurgl. HolyHammer taking him out once again. That's 2-1 for HolyHammer. So wow, those last couple matches a bit quicker than the previous ones. HolyHammer bringing the hurt with his Lictor Alpha. And so anyways, that'll be it. Wurgl's fallen back. And Holy's moving up.